weekend. Happy Thanksgiving weekend, everyone. Fredericton U13 Canadians in the red jerseys at home today, getting ready to take on the Lynx. Lynx coming from the Moncton, Dieppe area. 4 teams from that area in the league this season. Starting goaltender for today will be Emery Esty. And starting us off, it will be Markowski, Gilbert, Stella, and Hoyt, and Paisley on the blue line, and that gets pushed forward very early. And Lynx goalie's going to push that off to the side. Going to come back. Paisley's going to play that back down deep. Going to be picked up down low by Stella. Stella now in behind the net. Gets a stick on it. Picked up by Markowski. Markowski looking, going to back to Hoyt. Hoyt shot from the point. And that's a save by the goalie. Woo! Sorry about that. So face-up coming up in the Lynx zone. Kudos to our clock people today. We have the big clock working. Makes it much easier to see past these banners here at the Aiken Center. All right, draw down low, picked up by Stella. Lynx are trying to clear it out, kept in by Hoyt. Stella picks it, or Gilbert tries to get it to Stella. Just slides through there, and the Lynx are going to play it up, and that's going to be, just slides out by Paisley there, but picked back up by Stella, played down, and picked up in the neutral zone. Hoyt steals that, plays it back up, looking for Markowski. Markowski now. Markowski pressuring in behind. The Lynx do have it, though, as the Canadians go for a change. Out for the Canadians. That's McShane who gets a stick on that. And that is picked back up by Shepard. And now McShane and Dara have Kirkpatrick with them. And that's coming into the neutral zone. That's going to be picked up. Kirkpatrick steals that away from Kinney. Kirkpatrick now plays it around, looking for Shepard. Shepard picks that up. Shepard trying to play it up to McShane. Runs into a Lynx player there. They try to play it out to the front. Still have it in behind. Kirkpatrick in now on Kinney, taking that away. And Stella as well. They play it back to the point. That's Carter over to Casey. Casey can't handle the pass. Does play it down deep though. It's going to be Kirkpatrick. Goes off the wall, picked up by Shepard. Shepard now, he's hit. Play comes through, picked up by Stella. He's going to chip it out to McShane. McShane now chips it forward, and Canadians go for a full change. Coming out is McLean, Gargano, Miller, Scott, and McDougall. The Lynx go for the long pass. It's going to come down on goal. Esty's going to play that around. Played down low to Miller. Miller trying to get it up to Gargano. Kept in, but picked up by Miller. Miller now with a little bit of room. Miller driving towards the net, tries to go through the feet, picked up by Gargano. Gargano down low, playing it into the corner, tries to get it over to Scott. Scott comes away with it. Scott still has it, trying to get it over to McLean, but it's taken away by the Lynx. Down low, Lynx come through the neutral zone. They chip that forward past McDougall, but Miller's going to pick it up. Miller now goes for the wide pass, intercepted, but taken right back by Miller. Miller plays it over to McDougall. McDougall fires it up off the boards. And once again, the Canadians are changing. Lynx now making their way through the neutral zone. Coming back the other way. And that's Hoyt keeping his man to the outside. That shot was off the outside of the net. That's stolen away down low. And Gilbert trying to get there, but the Lynx pick it up first. That's McGillis playing it down low. Lots of names on this Lynx team that we're all very familiar with. That's Stella up to Markowski. Markowski still coming through. Markowski driving towards the net, looking for the pass to Gilbert. It goes off a skate. Gilbert picks it up, plays it back down low for Markowski. Markowski and Gilbert working down low along the boards. And that's poked away. It's going to come around. Stella now trying to keep that in. He does. Plays it back down low. Intercepted by the Lynx. Tried to be kept in. And now we've got it on 2-on-1 here. Rush happening. And shot off the post and saved. Good play there. On the off the post, it's Hoyt who gets a stick on it and makes sure Esty covers it up. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Kirkpatrick, McShane, along with Dara, Stella, and Shepard. Off the draw, McShane gets it, trying to poke it out, trying to get it over to Dara. It's kept in by the Lynx. Comes back down low. That's going to be Chase Stella who picks it up. He redirects back the other way, looking for the pass to McShane. McShane is good. McShane breaking out into the neutral zone. Has Kirkpatrick and Dara with him. Kirkpatrick breaking towards the net. Goes down low. Kirkpatrick down low. Into the boards. They play it back around the other way. McShane gets there, and that's Dara who keeps it in. Dara trying to get it. And now Kirkpatrick going for a change. Lynx are coming back the other way. And that's Stella who takes Kinney up against the board, steals that away. Pokes it around looking for Shepard. Shepard gets it to the half wall. Flips it forward, trying to get it over to McLean. McLean now on the forecheck. And the Lynx play it back to Kinney. Now Stella, Trella. Nice save there by Esty. That gets played out into the neutral zone. Gargano now. Gargano and McLean. Up top, Gargano tries to get a stick on that, but it's Kinney who picks it up. And shot, save, rebound's going to be picked up by McLean. McLean chips it into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Lynx, intercepted, and just can't hold on to it, but now that's Miller. Miller tries to play it down low. And McLean now trying to get a stick on it. McLean along the boards. Gargano is there as well, kept in, fired from the point, save. And they're going to hold on to it. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to start my clock. Wow. There we go. McLean, Gargano, Scott, Miller, and McDougall out. Off the draw, the Lynx do get possession. It's going to come back. And Miller's going to pick that up in the neutral zone. Turns and plays it off the boards. Lynx play it right back. Miller picks it up again, goes back to McDougall. McDougall looking for McLean. McLean has that stolen away in the neutral zone. Gargano picks it back up. Can't hold it though, and now Miller once again plays it away. Ping pong action here in the neutral zone. Picked back up, and now it's Stella off the bench. Stella has Gargano with him. Fires, and it's a save by the goalie. Face-off coming up. We will see Markowski, Stella, Paisley, Hoyt, and Gilbert. Off the draw, gets pushed down low into the Lynx zone. Comes back the other way. That's Gilbert trying to get a stick on it. And that goes all the way into the Canadian zone. Hoyt now, man on. Hoyt comes around in behind, fires it up to Gilbert. Gilbert looking for Markowski. The pass is just a little high. Comes back down to Hoyt. Hoyt goes over to Paisley. Paisley trying to get it over to Stella. Stella picks that up, and he's going to regroup. Plays it over to Hoyt. Hoyt can't hold that. Gilbert picks it up on the wall. Picked up by the Lynx. They go D to D and play in front. And save by Emery. Pass is not hitting the mark here early for the Canadians. Try to get that figured out. We've got Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara with Stella and Shepard. Off the draw, it's a win to the Canadians. Go back to Stella. Stella fires it up looking for McShane. McShane has that poked away. Stella takes that back from the Lynx player. Kirkpatrick and Stella working together. Kirkpatrick's going to take that away. And they're going to call a penalty. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty to Stella. So we're going to head to the penalty kill here. We're going to see Kirkpatrick with Miller, Shepard, and McShane out for the PK. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick to Miller. Miller down low, and that gets back to Miller. He tries to play it off the wall. It's going to come back to Casey on D. Kirkpatrick trying to keep him out. Casey playing along the line here. Kirkpatrick pressuring. That gets McShane gets a stick on that, and now Shepard's gonna get it out. McShane has a stick on it though, and it's kept in. Lynx down low, looking for the pass out front, and that's Emery tried on the save, but it looks like it sneaks through on the rebound. So that's going to be a goal for the Lynx on the power play. So 7:43 to go here in the first. The Lynx score first. Gargano, McLean, Scott with Miller and McDougall. Draw comes back to Miller to Gargano. Gargano, he fires that down into the zone. Still following. He's taken down. Scott's taken down. The Lynx play it up off the boards. McLean trying to get a stick through. That goes through everyone. And now Miller's in a foot race. Miller down low. The Lynx get there first. Scott gets a stick on it. Scott pokes it away. Trying to get it out. Kept in by the Lynx, but that, jeez. Gotta clear the zone there. McLean down low. That's poked away. Miller plays it up to Scott. Scott, he flips it forward, and it's going to be no icing. Canadians get away with one there. Gargano down low. That comes back to Stella. Stella trying to fire down to Markowski. Markowski and Stella working along the boards. It comes out, pops out. Stella to Markowski. Over to Gargano. Shot and saved by the Lynx. Gargano picks it off again. Gargano plays it back, looking for Markowski, but it picked off by the Lynx. Gargano plays it back again. Again, the Lynx pick it off. Hoyt takes that away. He tries to fire it towards the net. Paisley now down to Markowski. Markowski, he tries to backhand it. Goes down low. He's going to play it back to Stella. Stella now has a couple of men on. Trying to play it out into the slot. No one home. Markowski tries to take that away. The Lynx have it. They go for the pass. Making their way into the neutral zone. Paisley keeps his man to the outside. The Lynx are going for a change. They go over to Markowski. Markowski now up through the neutral zone. Trying to set it up here. Plays it up to Stella. Stella. And they're going to call it offside. Out for the Canadians is McShane, Dara, Kirkpatrick, Stella, and Shepard. The draw goes back to Stella. Stella's going to put it deep into the Lynx zone. Kirkpatrick on the chase. Kirkpatrick down low. They get it up, kept in by Shepard. Shepard pokes it down, and that's kept in once again by Shepard. Shepard and Kirkpatrick working along the boards there. And it's Dara who comes away with it. Back to McShane. McShane fires just wide of the net. Down low, Kirkpatrick gets there. He plays it down low, looking for Dara. Dara runs into some resistance behind the boards. It's Shepard comes up. Kirkpatrick's going to take his spot. They fire it off, and another save by the goalie, and the Lynx are coming back the other way. And that should be ice, and it is. Heading back down into the Lynx zone. Canadians down by a goal here with a power play goal for the Lynx. Out for the Canadians is McLean with Scott, Gargano, Miller, and McDougall. And it's the Lynx who come away with it off the draw. They go up the half wall. McDougall pinches in, keeps that up. Down and behind, once again, the Lynx pick it up. Scott. And now McLean trying to get a stick on it. The Lynx get it out into the neutral zone. Miller has Sari, keeping him to the outside. Sari doubles back. That's a save by Emery. Face off in the Canadian zone. Looks like the Canadians will stick with this 5. Sorry, it looks like Canadians are going to go for a change. We'll see the Gilbert, Stella, Markowski line come out. Off the draw, that's going to be picked up by McDougall. McDougall trying to get it to Stella. Stella has it. Stella going for the pass up to Markowski. Markowski has Gilbert. Gilbert, shot, saved by the goalie. What a nice play there, though. And hey, that's a penalty. Come on, man. Markowski and Stella working down low together. Plays it back to McDougall. McDougall, the one-timer. And that's played off from... Yeah! Markowski with the backhand ties this one up 1-1 after it should have been penalty call. And coming out for the Canadians is Gargano with McLean, Scott, Hoyt, and Paisley. 1-1 here. 4:16 to play. Hoyt tries to get that up, but the Lynx take it. Esty comes, leaves that, plays it up to Scott. Scott pushing it forward.
By number 86, Sam Markowski,
Kept in.
Number 27, Charlie Gilbert, and number 5, Easton McDougall.
That comes back and into the slot there. Big save. Big save there by Esty as the Lynx player was right in the slot looking for the shot attempt. Just catching my... There we go. Caught up on the time. 1-1. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Hoyt, Paisley, and Dara. McGillis getting thrown out. Lynx put a new player in for the face-off. Kirkpatrick off the draw, goes over to the side, comes back, and nice play there as we go to the open side to McShane. McShane now. McShane has Dara and Kirkpatrick driving, tries to center it out front, gets lost in some feet. That's going to come back to the Lynx player. They're going to go for the cross-ice pass. Good read there by Hoyt. Hoyt tries to get it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to get there. He keeps it in, plays it down to Dara. Dara over to McShane. McShane plays it back to Kirkpatrick. He's going to go back to Stella. Stella, quick play off there. And Stella, or sorry, that was Paisley. Paisley to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it up to Dara, but he's going to go for a change as well. And the Lynx go for the pass, and Ross makes a nice play there to get it past the D. Shepard comes back out front. They try the backhanded in. It doesn't go. Out now, and that is McShane going for a change. And Markowski now on pressure. Markowski, Gilbert, Stella. Gilbert picks that off, plays it down low. Picked up in behind by the Lynx player, and Stella gets a stick on it, tries to get it back, but the Lynx are going to pick it up and make their way into the neutral zone. That's Stella. Nice job there. Puts them offside. They're all offside. Thank you. Shepard now. Shepard. Oh, try, but that's offside too. So the Lynx intercept the pass, but player was already offside. Face-off coming up outside of the Canadian zone with Gargano, McLean, Miller, Isaac, and Scott. 2:25 to play here in the first period. All tied up 1-1. Off the draw, it's Scott who's trying to push it forward, and McLean now picks it up in the neutral zone. Pushed forward once again by McDougall. That one gets by Miller's stick. He's under pressure down into the corner. And played out front. Off of McDougall, down into the corner. That's McLean. McLean and Miller working along the corner. That comes out to Gargano. Gargano to Scott. Scott pushes it forward, picked up by McLean, played back to McDougall. McDougall going over to Gargano to the open side. Gargano now has Scott and McLean with him, trying to play it forward as he gets caught up with Malay down low. Lynx come back, heading back through the neutral zone, and they try the pass down. Ross is going to be taken off the puck there. It's McDougall, plays it over to Miller. Miller, once again under pressure, trying to get it up to Gargano. That pass is intercepted though, and they play it into the slot. And that is a save by Esty. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara. Off the draw, it's going to get to Paisley. Paisley to McShane. McShane to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick. He tries to play it forward. Plays it into the feet. It's picked off by the Lynx. Coming back the other way are the Lynx. And now Hoyt trying to keep his man out. Still gets the shot off, but it's wide and high of the net. Picked up by McShane again. McShane once again has Kirkpatrick. McShane making his way through, has Kirkpatrick with him. Kirkpatrick driving to the net. Shot! Oh, and they just get a stick on it out front. Kirkpatrick picks it up, plays it back down low to McShane. McShane driving out front, trying to get the shot off. Yeah! McShane finds the back of the net with 40 seconds to play here in the first period, putting the Canadians up 2-1. Out for the Canadians now, we will see Markowski, Gilbert, Stella squared, and Shep. Off the draw, the Lynx do come away with it. It's Gilbert on the forecheck here, and good job by Stella to keep that in. Stella has Markowski's shot, and that's a save by the goalie. Picked back up, trying to find out front. Gilbert tries again. Stella tries again. Puck's still loose. Stella picks it up in behind the net. Stella and Gilbert working down low. Stella still finds his brother. Big shot from Chase Stella. Gets redirected wide, and now Markowski. That's Shepard coming in. 10 seconds to play. Shot. That's high of the net by Markowski. Down low, trying to get one more shot off the end. And Stella fires. Couldn't get the shot off before the end of the period. But the Canadians will move into the second period.
Number 9, Corbin Kirkpatrick, and number 12, Nathan Dara.
So we will head into the second period with a 1-goal lead. All right, second period action. We're gonna see McLean, Scott, Gargano with Hoyt and Shepard. Oh my gosh, I didn't even reset here. Reset. Cancel. Period 2. I was delinquent here on my duties for the camera. Going down into the Canadian. Your patches are in there too, so just be careful when you pull stuff out. Going down the other way into the Lynx zone. The Lynx goalie's gonna come out, play that to the side, picked up down low by the Canadians. And that's Scott there trying to get a stick on it. Scott, and now they're gonna play it off the half. It's gonna come back, and Stella keeps it in, but picked up by the Lynx. The Lynx now. Good play there by Stella, and now that comes back to Shepard. Shepard going through the neutral zone, finds Gargano. Gargano has Scott with him. He goes over to Scott. Scott trying to get it back to Gargano. Goes through everybody though. And now that's Shepard off to the races. Shepard, nice play as he takes the opportunity away from Ross. And now Shepard still trying. Ross trying to get the shot off. Couple of people get a stick on it. And saved by Esty. Woo! That one was a little scary. All right, let me fix my time here. Save. There we go. Face off in the Canadian zone. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara. Trying to see who's on D here. It looks like Miller and McDougall. And off the draw. McDougall's going to muscle that away from the Lynx player. Plays it over wide. Intercepted by Malay in the neutral zone. Miller plays it back to McDougall. McDougall to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick making his way through. Kirkpatrick still has it. Kirkpatrick going down low. He's hooked up along the way. Gonna be the Lynx that take that away. And Dara tries to get a stick on it. That's kept in by Kirkpatrick. Hooked for the third time in a row here. Lynx coming back the other way. And it's offside, so all the Lynx players have to tag up, and that's going to be Shepard going for the pass to McShane. McShane now. McShane driving towards the net. McShane still has it. McShane, shot, save! Oh, and Dara was there for the rebound, but just got by him. Comes back the other way. That's Miller. Oh, Markowski comes out. And now McDougall's going to pick that up, chips it back to Gilbert. Gilbert plays it back to McDougall. McDougall, he's going to fire it up looking for Stella, and Stella does get a stick on it. Oh, they said no icing, man. He waved it off. So Stella did get a stick on that, and one ref said no icing, and the other waved it down. So icing is a call. Back to the Canadian zone. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert. And I think it's Paisley and Hoyt on D. Off the draw, Markowski's going to get it to Paisley. Paisley passes over to Hoyt. Hoyt up to the half out of Gilbert. Gilbert can't catch the pass. Play toward the net. Goes in behind, picked up by the Lynx once again. And played into the good pickup there by Hoyt, but that's going to go the full length of the ice for another icing call. So we'll head right back down into the Canadian zone. Right ideas here by the boys. Just need to catch some of those passes. Still up by a goal, but looking to add some more McGillis versus Markowski in the face-off here. And off the draw, they're going to, I don't know what that was all about, but McGillis gets kicked out of the draw here. And off the draw again, it's going to be a win to the Canadians. Hoyt, quick pass. Markowski, Stella fires, save, rebound, Markowski. And that's a save. Good job by the Lynx goalie there. A couple of really nice rebound opportunities by Stella and Markowski again. Lynx player keeps this one 2-1. We've got Scott, Gargano, McLean, Shepard, and Chase Stella on D. The draw, it's going to come back. Shot, blocked shot. And now Shepard trying to get there. And that's going to be a goal. Blocked shot on the D attempt there. Just bad luck, to be honest. And that allows for a bit of a breakaway on Emery. So the Lynx are going to make it 2-2 with 11:53 to play here in the second. 2s across the board on the scoreboard. All right, we've got the same 5 here. Off the draw, Gargano trying to muscle his way through, keeps it in. comes out into the neutral zone. Canadians are going to have to tag up. That's Scott. Scott now plays it to Shepherd. Gets past him. And good job by Stella there. And that's going to be held on to by Esty. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara coming out with McDougall and Miller for the face-off in the Canadian zone. Off the draw, gets it to Miller. Miller to McDougall, McDougall to McShane. McShane trying to get it to Kirkpatrick, intercepted. Ooh, that was a bad camera angle. Kept in, Miller still has it. Miller tries to get it to Dara. Dara intercepted once again by the Lynx. I'm saying that word way too many times, not in our favor, folks. McShane to Kirkpatrick. Back to McShane. And taken away by Sari. They're offside. McShane pulls away from it. McShane. McDougall. McShane. Oh, that's just high and wide over the net. Or just high over the net, not wide. Perfect line there. Dara along the boards, and now McShane picks it back up. McShane to Kirkpatrick, goes back to Dara. Dara trying to get it to McShane. McShane! Oh, the Lynx just get a stick on it. That was a good scoring opportunity there. Miller plays it back down low to McShane. Dara intercepted by the Lynx, and now Kirkpatrick tries to come away with it. And that's going to go the full length of the ice, but they call it a tip. Esty out now. Esty's going to play it up to Miller. Miller, quick redirect back to McDougall. McDougall trying to get it up to Stella. Stella plays it into Gilbert. Gilbert through the neutral zone. Gilbert plays it forward looking for Markowski, but Stella's going to pick it up. Stella out looking for Gilbert out front. Oh boy, what a save by the Lynx goalie. Beautiful shot attempt there by Gilbert. He was looking for top corner, and the Lynx goalie flashing some leather and keeping that one out. Face-off coming up in the Lynx zone. We're gonna actually see Hoyt and Paisley come out on the blue line, but Markowski, Gilbert, and Stella staying out up top. Off the draw, the Lynx do take possession. Stella, good job there on the pressure. And now Markowski tries to get a stick on it. That's Paisley coming up along the boards, keeps it in. Plays it over, looking to out front, comes back once again. Paisley fires just wide of the net. And now Hoyt's gonna come in. Hoyt picks it up, plays it down to Markowski, plays it to Stella, out into the slot. Nice shot, save once again by the goalie. Good pressure by the Canadians here. Cycling, oh, and that bouncing puck. Again, bouncing puck, just bad luck for Hoyt. But he does recover, plays it down, played into the neutral zone, gets by Paisley. And now Hoyt's in a foot chase. He gets there first, though, trying to play it out. Bad bounce, though, kept in by the Lynx. They play it in. That shot's wide of the net. And now Stella's trying to get there. Going to be picked up by the Lynx first, though. Beliveau kind of mishandles it down low. And that's picked up, but the Canadians got to clear out. And now Hoyt up to Stella once again. Stella, Gilbert, Stella, Gilbert, Markowski, save, rebound. Picked up by the Lynx again. Beauty shot by Stella there. Picked up by Shepherd, and that was Scott off the bench. The Lynx regain possession. Scott trying to take that away. That's going to be Shepherd who picks it up. Shepherd now plays it quickly to Scott. Scott still has it poked away. Gargano, and that's going to go and be picked up. And nice save by Emery. Face-off coming up. 2-2 here, second period. And we're going to see McLean, Gargano, Scott. On D, we have Stella and Shepherd. To get it off. It's tangle here. Bouncing puck. It's Stella who tries to come away with it. Bouncing puck goes back the other way. Along the boards, McLean trying to get it out. Kept in by Carter. Carter plays it down low, then the Link, they go back, Carter into the slot, and that's a goal. So Carter from the blue line gets another one on the board for the Lynx. That was a screen there. I don't think Anne-Marie could see it coming at all. So Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara, and Miller and McDougall out for the Canadians. And off the draw, it's back to McDougall. McDougall gets it to McShane. McShane now plays it down deep. McShane and Dara in behind. Lynx come away with it. Miller pushes up to Dara, to McShane. That's intercepted. Dara once again playing down low. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick trying to push it, pushes it to McShane. Taken away by the Lynx. McShane gets it back. And that's going to come back to Miller. Miller fires it back. I was just going to say, can we have a penalty? It should be to the Lynx player. Yes, there was a hook, and I think there was about 6 of them, to be honest. So Canadians going to the power play. Let's see if we can tie this up here. We're going to see Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, McDougall, and Miller out for the power play. The draw, the Lynx do get it, but good pressure by Stella. It's Markowski who comes away with it. Markowski tries to get it out front. The Lynx have it, goes off Markowski's foot. Markowski regains possession, plays it down low. Gilbert plays it back to Markowski. Markowski plays it to McDougall. McDougall fires wide of the net, picked up by Markowski. Rebound out front. Markowski picks it up in behind, comes away with it, fires to the side. Tries to get it back in center again. Goes back. Fires it over to Miller. Miller, shot out front. Markowski. The Lynx get a stick on it once again. McDougall comes forward. It's in the feet. McDougall back to Markowski. McDougall has it, trying to get it over to Gilbert. It's going to go through everybody. Picked up by Miller. Miller plays it down low. Picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert back to McDougall. McDougall fires off a foot. Miller picks it back up, fires it down low to Gilbert. Gilbert plays it to Markowski. 53 seconds left on the power play. Over to Miller. Miller fires it down low, gets into the feet, and that's going to be cleared by the Lynx. Lynx are going for a change. McDougall fires it up. That's Scott. Going to be taken away by the Lynx, and they'll play it down the ice. Paisley now. Paisley picks it up. Plays it back.
Lynx third goal scored by number 4, Jake Carter, assisted by number 98.
They get it into the neutral zone. Gargano trying to get a stick on it. McLean has that taken away. 10 seconds left here. McDougall plays it up to Gargano. Gargano has McLean with him. Gargano plays it over to Scott. Scott fires off the feet. Scott keeps it in and comes back the other way. That's Paisley. Paisley now driving towards the net. Paisley fires. Save. No one there for the rebound. And we're back even here. Play's going to come back. Paisley plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it towards the net. Saved by the goalie. Gargano plays down low. Scott. Gargano comes away with it. Plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires off the post. Comes right back to Gargano. Gargano, he's hooked up. Plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it back to Gargano. Hoyt keeps it in. Punches up. Stays in. Hoyt still has it. Down to Gargano. Gargano comes back the other way. He's taken down. McLean tries to play it back. Picked off by the Lynx. Coming back the other way. And now Hoyt gets a stick on that. Good play by Hoyt. Picked up by Paisley. Paisley now plays it up to Scott. Scott into the neutral zone trying to find Dara. Comes back the other way. Picked up by Scott. Holy smokes. Bouncing puck here. And that's going to go down and picked up by Paisley. Paisley under pressure. Fires it around the boards. The Lynx come away with it. Come back the other way. Into the slot. Carter from there, he goes down low, shot. We get a stick on that, it goes high off the net. That's Dara trying to get a stick on it. It's gonna come back to the Lynx D. Canadians need a change here. A lot of these players have been out for a bit, and that one will go. It's not gonna make it the full length of the ice, but it will allow the Canadians for a change. Lynx are gonna go for the cross ice pass to Wilkins. That's offside, thank you. Face off outside the Canadian zone. Kirkpatrick, McShane intercepted in the neutral zone. Good job there by Stella, pokes it forward, and he's taken down. Picks it up, plays it back, looking for Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on it, but the Lynx still come away with it. They go down low. That's up and over top of the... They play it back, still out front. Good job there by Stella, who picks it away, picked up by Kirkpatrick, bouncing puck. Stella plays it out again, and that's Shepard now, trying to get it up to McShane. McShane coming through the neutral zone, pokes it forward. Lynx come away with it. McShane still trying to get a stick on it. Good job by Dare there. Melee going through the neutral zone. Pass, saved by Esty, picked up by Shepard. Shepard trying to get it up. Kirkpatrick picks it up. Kirkpatrick chips it forward. Kirkpatrick now. That's taken away in the neutral zone. And McShane comes away with it. And the Lynx are gonna, that's Shepard working hard here. Decides to play it back to Stella. Stella goes up the middle to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick can't handle the pass though, but good job by Gilbert there. He gets it to McShane. McShane doubles back, has Kirkpatrick with him. And Gilbert now tries to center it back out. Kirkpatrick keeps it in. Kirkpatrick back down low to Gilbert. And Kirkpatrick going for a change. Gilbert now waiting for his counterparts to come on. 3-4. Oh my gosh, I didn't start. We got a little over 2 minutes left in the second here. My clock is wrong. Centering pass out front. Markowski tries to get a stick on that. They're going to play it around. Miller's going to hold the line. He's going to fire it back down low. Markowski picks it up in behind the net. Markowski to McDougall. McDougall fires it back to Markowski. Markowski. And that's going to be a penalty to the Lynx. So we will head back to the power play with 1:45 to play here in the second period. 3-2 for the Lynx. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, Paisley, and Hoyt out for the Canadians. Markowski gets it off the draw, goes Paisley, Paisley goes to Hoyt, shot, fired, blocked shot by Ross, kept in by Hoyt. Hoyt fires it towards the net again, rebound, bouncing puck, doesn't get much on it. That's picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert now, Gilbert trying to play, goes back to Hoyt. Hoyt, he's gonna fire, rebound out front, and taken away by the Lynx, and they're gonna play it down the ice. Esty plays it up to Stella. Stella in the neutral zone to Markowski. Markowski goes over to Hoyt. Hoyt fires. Saved by the goalie once again. Picked up down low by Stella. Last minute of play in the second period. Down to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get it to Markowski. It's intercepted. Markowski trying to pick it up. The Lynx do, kept in by Paisley. Paisley now fires. Saved by the goalie. Rebound picked up down low. That's Stella now. Stella working the puck in behind. Has a couple of Lynx players on him. And that's, oh, for God's sakes. That's going to be a penalty to the Canadians. That should be a second penalty to the Lynx. Looks like it will be. And that's going to be a technical foul on the links. So it will be 5-on-4 still. .35 seconds to play here in the second period. 5-on-4 for the Canadians. We have McLean, Scott, Gargano, Shepard, and Stella. We're just waiting for the penalty to go up. Offsetting penalties, so sorry we don't have to get the penalty up. And that's going to get played out by the Lynx. Chase Stella playing his man. Big save there by Esty. And that comes back the other way. 16 seconds to play here in the slot. Down low, Stella now. 10 seconds to play. Gargano along the board. Stella gets it out. Or Stella tries to get it out. How is that? I was just going to say, that's another penalty. So, flurry of penalties at the end of the second period. It does look like the Canadians will start this third period with a 2-man advantage, but at this point we're heading to the second period break. So we'll see everybody after the Zamboni does its thing. getting ready for the third period here. We will start with a very quick two-man advantage, just a 15-second two-man advantage here. And then we'll have a 1:45 power play. So let's see if the Canadians can make something happen here. We've got Markowski, we've got Stella. Goes right to Stella. Stella goes over to McShane. McShane goes back to McDougall. McDougall goes down low to Markowski. Markowski to Miller. Miller down low to McShane. Shot out in front. Lynx get a play on it, and we're now just power play. Picked up by Miller. Oh, Miller looked for the pass there, but a little bit of miscommunication. That's all right. He picks it back. Oh, boy. That's going to be a penalty. As she's getting a little full in the Lynx thing there, but McGillis is joined by a couple of other Lynx players. I can't see the names. They're too far back. But Miller takes a hit in open ice there. So I'm gonna reset this because we're now on another power play. So again, two-man advantage here for a minute and a half. We've got Kirkpatrick, Dara, Hoyt. Kirkpatrick gets it to Scott. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt goes back to Paisley. Paisley out front, shot, and save and goes to the side. Hoyt keeps that in. Kirkpatrick, or Hoyt, sorry, keeps it in, but the Lynx, and what's the play? It's a high stick is the call. So, yes, face-off coming up in the Lynx zone. Kirkpatrick gets it to Hoyt. Paisley shot out off the post. The Lynx play it out, and they're going to get it all the way down the ice. Still just under a minute here to go in the two-man advantage. The Lynx pick it up. That's Wilkins. Kirkpatrick trying to take it away. The Lynx, of course, just trying to... That's going to be kept in by Paisley. Paisley goes back to Hoyt. Pass is just a little off, but Hoyt picks it up, plays it back to Paisley. Paisley plays it down low to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to get a stick on it and can't. And that allows the Lynx to clear it down the ice. Again, passing seems to be a little difficult today. Hoyt misplays it in the neutral zone. Paisley picks it up. Paisley has it. Goes over to McShane. McShane fires. Save. Picks it back up. We're almost down to just regular. Okay, now Hoyt. Hoyt, we're now. McGillis is out. Fires. Save again by the Lynx goalie. Still on a power play for 30 seconds. That's a blocked shot. It comes right back to McShane. Plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it back down low to McShane. Back to Hoyt. McShane. Down low. McLean. Plays it back. Plays it down to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick gets away from him. Gets a bouncing puck. Keeps it in. Plays it back down. Paisley plays it to McLean. Rebound. Good try on the rebound attempt there by McShane. Kirkpatrick gets it in along the boards. Pushes it down. We're back even here, as the Canadians could not take advantage of the two-man advantage or the other one. And now, good back check by Paisley. Oh my gosh, that goes off a Canadian and off the post. That gets played up to Stella. Stella getting hooked up along the way. Still gets the shot off. Saved by the goalie. Gotta come back. That's Markowski who picks it up. Markowski fires, and puck was loose. Good try there out front. Gilbert is let out of the sin bin with the offsetting penalty. So we are going to see Stella, Markowski, Gargano, Stella, and Shepard. McGillis once again thrown out of the circle. Markowski wins it back to Stella. Stella goes down, finds Keegan. Stella goes down to Markowski. Shot. Yeah! Keegan, Stella, top corner, no doubt about it. And we're going to stick with these 5. It's all tied up. 3-3-3 across the board here, third period. Markowski wins the draw, pushes it back to Stella to Gargano. Gargano pushes up. Markowski coming back the other way. And that's Markowski on the back check. What a great job by Sam there. Plays it down low, gets it to Gargano. Gargano, quick pass, looking to get it to Stella. Goes in behind though, unfortunately. That gets down low. Esti's gonna leave that for Chase Stella. Oh, and that's a huge trip. And that's... So the Lynx are going back to the penalty box. So we will see McShane, Kirkpatrick, Dara, Chase Stella, and Shepard coming out for the power play. The draw. Lynx do get possession. Kirkpatrick along the boards here, pushes it back down low. That's going to be kept in by Shepard. Shepard trying to go to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick takes it back. Kirkpatrick regains possession, coming back the other way. Hal still has it, still ahead of him, but poked away by the Lynx, and they're going to clear it. SD comes out to play it, leaves it for Chase Stella. Chase goes back the other way. He's hooked up. Still comes away with it. Plays it up. McShane get hooked up in the... It's the Lynx who come away with it. And Shepard's going to pick it up down low. Shepard plays it over. Kirkpatrick's going to play it up. Kirkpatrick still has it. Plays it up to McShane. McShane has Kirkpatrick with him. McShane centering, goes block shot. The amount of block shots by the Lynx this game. Esty will come out, plays it back to Miller. Has that taken off. Ross. Now McDougall plays it to Miller. Miller. He's going to go for Gargano on the far side. Gargano now chips it, trying to chip it forward. That's Scott down low, pokes it back to Gargano. Gargano goes back to Miller. Miller defires, block shot once again. And McLean trying to get a stick there, but Carter's going to get there first. And his own player blocked the shot. Now McDougall has Ross. And that's poked away. Good play there by McLean. And that's going to be picked up by Miller. Hunter Ross with a nice opportunity there. Cross-ice pass to Gargano. Gargano has that poked away. Lynx regain possession. Gargano still pestering, trying to get it back. Off the half wall, the Lynx get it and go for the pass through the middle. And that should be icing, and it is. We're back even. Canadians can't make it happen on the power play. Gilbert Stella, Markowski, Hoyt, and Paisley out for the Canadians. Off the draw, possession to the Lynx, but that's taken away from Markowski. Markowski tries to push it down low to Stella. The Lynx come away with it. Good stop, good job there. Stella back to Gilbert. Gilbert to, yeah! Beautiful passing sequence there to goalie, had no chance. Keegan Stella finds a wide open net thanks to Gilbert and Markowski. Markowski's going to play it back to Hoyt. Hoyt's going to chip it, looking for Gilbert again. Gilbert chips it forward.
Scored number 97, Keegan Stella, assisted by number 86,
Comes back
Markowski,
to the Lynx, and that's post forward to Paisley. It goes down low. The Lynx trying to center the pass, going to come around the other way to Beliveau. Beliveau down low now, goes back to the D. Block shot by Gilbert, chips it forward, and Lynx regain possession, but that's Markowski who muscles it out, and Gilbert off. And Markowski tries to get it out. McGillis comes away with it. That's stripped away though, and Paisley's going to pick it up. Plays it back, but picked off by Beliveau. Beliveau tried, and that's a goal. And we're right back at it. 4-4. Dara, Kirkpatrick, McShane, Shepard, and Chase Stella out for the Canadians. 4s across the board. And that's a trip right off the thing as McShane goes down. No call though.
By number 27, Owen McGillis, assisted by number 21, Danny Beliveau.
And that's McGillis who gets that one for the Lynx. And now down low, Shepard comes out to play it, and Kirkpatrick steals it away. Plays it up off the half wall, looking for Dara. Goes too far, shot from the point. Save. And good job there. And that's going to be McShane who picks it up, and now Kirkpatrick. McShane, and how is... On the way back, Kirkpatrick and Stella on the back check. Stella pokes it away. Picks it up again. Shepard down low. Back to Carter on D. McShane does get a stick on it, but the Lynx take it back. Now Shepard again trying to get a stick on it. Now McShane comes away with it. McShane gets Dara. Dara tries to get it back to McShane. Carter's going to pick it up though. He's going to go for the pass. And now shot that's high and wide off the net. Going to be picked up by McShane. McShane doubles back the other way. Miller fires it. Lynx were looking for an icing call there. They didn't get one. Gargano out front, comes back to him. Shot saved by McLean. And that goes back into the neutral zone. Miller catches up with it, plays it around to McDougall. McDougall loses an edge. Popping puck comes out to the Lynx. Gargano trying to keep it to the outside. Miller picks it up, flips it into the neutral zone. Good play by Miller. Scott's on the forecheck here. Scott. And pokes that away. Now Gargano trying to get a stick on it. That's McLean. McLean picks it up and plays it down low. Scott trying to get there. Kept in. Bouncing puck gets by, and we've got a 2-on-1. Good job by Hoyt. Hoyt plays it up to Gargano. Gargano has that poked away in the neutral zone. He's going to fire it deep. Melee picks it up though. Partial change for the Canadians. And the Lynx are pressuring. Malay shot, save. Gargano plays it back to Paisley. Paisley plays it over to Hoyt. Hoyt up to Markowski. Markowski to Stella. Stella quickly back to Markowski. Markowski fires, goes off a stick, and that's going to go off the netting, and we're going to take a timeout for a sec. Face-off coming up in the Lynx zone. 4:51 to play. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, Paisley, and Hoyt. Markowski off the draw. Gets it down low to Stella. Stella trying to get it out to Gilbert. Goes off a Lynx foot. Comes back to Markowski. Markowski out front off the post. Bouncing puck goes through the puck or through the stick. Lynx pressuring back the other way. Hoyt trying to keep his man to the outside. What a save by Esty. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara. Shepard and Chase Stella face off in the Canadian zone. Off the draw. It's going to be McShane and Dara. McShane and Dara. McShane fires, save, rebound, Dara. Puck's in the back of the net. Trying to work it free here, and they're going to blow it down. We'll have a face-off in the Lynx zone. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick gets it, fires it to Shepard, gets it to McShane, but it comes back the other way. Kirkpatrick picks that up. Kirkpatrick now, goes off a skate. Unfortunate. Block shot, though, by Kirkpatrick. Gets it to McShane. McShane has Dara with him. McShane driving to the net. McShane can't get the shot off. Picked up by, good stick by Kirkpatrick. He keeps it down there, trying to get it over. And, there we go. Good job, Corb. That's going to be a penalty. Way to go, Corb! Kirkpatrick frustrating the player down in the corner, draws the penalty. Canadians will go to the power play with 3:37 to go. Looking to take the lead in this game. We will see. Miller, McDougall, Markowski, Gilbert, and Stella. It's going to come back to McDougall. McDougall, quick pass over to Miller. Miller fires off the shot. Oh, save. Down low, Stella, Keegan Stella. Looking for options here. Circles back. Has Gilbert out front. Markowski goes back to Miller. Miller plays it back down to Keegan. Stella gets hooked up along the boards. Picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert goes back to Stella. Stella has Miller. Goes back to the point. Miller fires. That's going to be a high stick. Lynx are going to pick it up. Going to be kept in off a skate. Stella picks that up. Stella driving towards the net. Yes! Keegan Stella with the go-ahead goal, and I think that's a Hattie as well. 2:56 to play here in the third period. I think the Canadians take the lead, and we're going to see Gargano with McLean. Hoyt now trying to get it up to Gargano.
Canadians' fifth goal scored by the number 97, Keegan Stella.
McShane,
By number 18,
McLean. That's going to go back. Paisley now. Paisley trying to get there. Lynx get there first. They play it out front, and Esty's going to hang on to it. 2:36 to go here. Coming out for the Canadians is Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, and Paisley and Hoyt will stick out on the blue line. And Lynx are getting kicked out once again. Off the draw. It's Gilbert trying to get there. Lynx get there first. Hoyt now, he's going to pile that around, looking for Stella on the half wall. Stella chips that, and that's going to be icing. Yes. We'll head back down into the Canadian zone. Canadians will switch out their D. We're going to see Shepard and Chase Stella come on. 2:19 to play. Off the draw. Markowski gets it, and that one goes into the bench. So we'll set it back up again. Off the draw, trying to get it. Shepard plays it back down low, picked up by Ross. Ross now stripped away by Markowski. Markowski and Shepard working together. Ross comes away with it, looking for out in the slot. That's picked up, goes into the slot, and Stella plays it up, looking for Gilbert. Gilbert now trying to get into the neutral zone. Malay, he loses an edge. Stella trying to keep it in, comes back to Malay. Malay and Gilbert gets a stick on that. Markowski tries to pick it up. It comes back to Shepard. Shepard's going to play it down into the neutral zone. That's going to be picked up by Stella. Stella fires. Saved by the Lynx goalie. Rebound picked up. They play it into the neutral zone. Chase Stella now. Beliveau driving towards the net. Chase Stella keeping him to the outside. Tries to play around. Looking for the pass into the slot. It's going to go too far. Lynx are going to have to regroup. And Kinney now picks it up. He's met with some resistance. 1:18 to play here. Down low, Beliveau once again. That's going to be picked up by Markowski. Markowski gets a little far ahead. Play comes back. Oh. Play just got a little far ahead of the Canadians there when they were trying to clear the zone, allowing the Lynx the opportunity to tie it up here with just over a minute to play in the game. McLean, Gargano, Scott. And that's going to be Scott. He's going to fire it deep. Gargano chasing down, and actually that's McLean. McLean now. McLean trying to get a stick on it. The Lynx have it down in their corner, trying to regroup.
Lynx fifth goal scored by
Comes back the other way.
assisted by number 14, Skyler Leveco.
McDougall now under pressure. McDougall chips it forward, finds Scott. Scott plays it forward to McLean. They're going to the cross ice pass to Gargano. Gargano now. Gargano has that chipped away by the Lynx. And that's going to be a penalty to the Lynx. So it will be offsetting penalties. Crowd's getting a little testy. All right, 5-on-5, 25 seconds. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout. All right, 25 seconds to go here. Tie game, 5-on-5, offsetting penalties. We got Kirkpatrick, and that goes back to the Lynx. The Lynx have 2 here. Nice play there by Paisley. Shot goes wide. That's going to be picked up by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick making his way through the neutral zone. Plays it up to McShane. Can't hold on to it. Comes back the other way. 4 seconds to go here. Esty comes out to play it himself. Rolls it around. That's it. So, another tie, folks. Another tie for the Canadians today with the Lynx. We'll be back in action tomorrow when we will take on the Bulls in Woodstock at 1 o'clock.